Children don't intentionally act out to annoy you. They act out to be understood. Two students forgot their homework. One cries, the other shrugs and walks away. Same action, two completely different emotional worlds. As teachers, we often correct behavior before we understand it. Let us seek first to understand before we correct, because behind every behavior is a story, and behind every story is a need. Welcome to course number 5 under connection, understanding attachment styles and how teachers can leverage them for a child's good. Because after all, when we understand what drives our students, we stop managing problems and we start transforming lives. Every child you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. Always be kind. Attachment theory, first developed by British psychologist John Bowlby, teaches us that the emotional bonds formed in early childhood shapes how children relate, trust, and learn later on in life. According to the Harvard Center on the Developing Child, children with secure attachments show higher academic performance, up to about 30% improvement, better emotional regulation, and stronger peer relationships. In simpler terms, connection fuels cognition. A child who feels safe learns better. A teacher noticed a student, Kwame, who rarely smiled or participated in anything. Instead of punishing him for laziness, she began greeting him warmly every morning. Within 2 weeks, Kwame began volunteering answers. Connection changed his confidence. Pause for a moment. Think about one difficult student in your classroom. What if their behavior is a message, not a mischief? Write their name and one way you can connect better this week. Let us decode the 4 primary attachment styles so you can recognize them in your classroom and respond wisely. Number 1, secure attachment. I'm safe, I'm seen, I'm supported. These children trust adults. They seek help when needed and bounce back from failure very quickly. They usually come from consistent, responsive relationships at home. In class, they participate confidently, take feedback positively, and show empathy to peers. The teacher strategy for such children with secure attachment styles is to affirm and stretch them. Give them leadership roles, peer mentorship, class responsibilities to build their confidence and humility as well. Number 2, the anxious attachment. Do you still like me? This is what they think, their default mode. These students crave approval and fear disappointment. They often over-apologize or seek constant reassurance. In class, they may panic during test or misinterpret correction as rejection. Discipline without relationship leads to rebellion, according to Dr. Pam Leo. Teacher strategy to use in such cases would be to use calm, so the breathing exercises that we've been doing, consistent communication, the counting backwards 5 to 1, celebrate effort as much as achievement, say, I still believe in you, especially after a mistake. This supports them to course correct. The third style is avoidant attachment. I don't need anyone. That's their default mood. These students appear independent but emotionally distant. They may avoid group work, eye contact, or emotional conversations. In class, they hide vulnerability behind humor or silence. What can a teacher do in such a case? Give them autonomy, but show steady care. Do not force closeness. Earn their trust through reliability and respect. An example, a teacher in Ho noticed a quiet student who never asked for help. Instead of pushing, she simply left encouraging notes in her assignments. Over time, she began to open up and do much better. Number 4, disorganized attachment. I want love, but I fear it. This is their default mood. These children often come from unpredictable or traumatic environments. They may be aggressive one moment and withdrawn the next. They test the rules when they're in class because they are testing safety. As a teacher, you can stay calm. Predictable routines and tone are key for such persons. Never mirror their chaos. Be their anchor. The child who is hardest to love is the one who needs love the most. Understanding attachment styles isn't about labeling children. It's about unlocking empathy and transforming responses. A school introduced relationship rounds where teachers spent the first 5 minutes of class connecting, not teaching. Within one term, discipline issues dropped by 37% and attendance rose by 18%. Connection changes behavior faster than correction. Practical toolkits for teachers could mean start with safety. For example, greet each student by name daily. Build predictability. Keep your tone, rules, and routines steady. Repair quickly. When you lose your temper, apologize. It rebuilds trust. Empower their voice. Let students share ideas and feelings without judgment. Children learn to trust the world through how the adults in their world respond to them. Tomorrow, when you go back to class or whenever you're in class, begin your class with one non-academic question. How are you feeling today? Listen without judgment. Really listen. You'll be surprised what you learn from your students. Choose one student who challenges you the most. For the next 2 weeks, greet them personally and affirm one positive thing about them daily. Watch what changes and share it with us in the comment area. I would like to hear from you, or send it to us via ask@leaderfreak.org. In the end, teaching isn't just about what you know, it's about how you make students feel. When you create safety, you create possibility. When you offer consistency, you offer hope. When you understand attachment, you transform education from instruction to healing. Every child deserves at least one adult in their life who is irrationally crazy about them, according to Dr. Uriel Banfin-Benner. What attachment style do you recognize most often in your classroom? Drop your reflections in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with another teacher who needs a reminder. Remember that you yourself can find yourself in one of these 4 attachment styles. It is not a judgment of your character or your personality. It is a simple invitation to learn to shift in order to become a better version of yourself. Enjoy the growth process with yourself as well as the students in your class. We look forward to hearing all about your transformation in the next class. See you in the next course on decoding learning styles, how students learn and how you can teach smarter. We look forward to hearing from you soon and seeing you in the next course number 6 under connection. Have a great day. See you soon.